Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to the next stop. This time we're going to be talking about Boston and being able to do things on our bucket list.
Yes, that's right. We did one thing I know of on our bucket list.
Well, we got in to Boston and stayed at Wompatuck, I believe that's how you say it, State Park. And this is a place where I recommend that you try and take the train into the city. It was very easy. It drops you off in the middle of the town of Boston, and it's easy to get around once you get in downtown Boston.
Yeah, it was like only 10 minutes away from the state park.
And very inexpensive. You would pay a lot more to park and navigate through Boston. But once we got there, the first day, we went to Freedom Hall and we went to the U.S. Constitution, which I recommend highly. The museum there is nice, and the ship itself is nice. That whole area is nice. And in fact, there's some, what is the thing that's there that lifts the boats up in the air?
Oh, it's a dry dock.
But it's one of the oldest.
It's an old dry dock that they used during the war and everything. But yes, it's not functional anymore, but they have kind of restored it.
So it was very interesting. And so we spent that day there, and then we went back into Boston and went to the Kennedy Library, the Presidential Kennedy's Library, which was really interesting. That's the first time either one of us have been to a presidential library, and we enjoyed that very much. It's beautifully set on the Chesapeake. Is that the Chesapeake Bay that is right there on the water on?
Yes, I believe it is.
But it's really pretty and more than worth your time and effort to go there. We took the train there, and then once you get off the train, which is the museum stop, there's a bus that will take you free from the train station to the museum, and then it'll take you back to the train station. And after that, we went back into Boston, and we went and had lunch where?
We went to Cheers.
Which is from our generation, so we had to go by Cheers and have lunch. The food was great.
Nothing on what you expect.
No, very nostalgic, but you'll see the pictures from there. And then we went into Cape Cod. We were there during the 4th of July.
Well, we moved from Wompatuck over to another KOA. It's called Boston Cape Cod KOA there, which is closer to the Cape Cod area, and also Plymouth, which we went to Plymouth Rock and got to see the rock itself.
And then the next day, we took the ferry to, where did we go in on the ferry?
We went over to Martha's Vineyard. Yes, and very nice. It's
very pretty.
Yes.
Not a lot of historical things there to see, but the way that it's situated, taking the ferry was the best part. Taking the ferry over there and then walking around the town and getting to see it was very interesting, and so we spent the day there. And then lastly, we came back to Cape Cod, and Phil has always wanted to
candlestick bowl,
which he'll have to explain to you.
Yeah. Well, we'll put a little pictures, but it's there's different forms of bowling. You got your regular 10-pin bowling, and then you have your candlestick bowling, and then you have duck pin bowling. Well, I wanted to try candlestick because it's totally different, but we got to do that. That was one of my bucket list items.
And it reminds me of playing skee ball, only on a really long skee ball lane, right? So it was interesting. We enjoyed doing it, but I hope you enjoy the pictures from Boston.
Yeah, and it rained. It kept us from a couple of things, but
in fact, the 4th of July
fireworks, basically, it rained, and they postponed those different days. So,
but Boston was beautiful. I love the city.
Very nice.
Because of John F. Kennedy's mother. There's lots and lots of green spaces in Boston, lots of plants, and it's just very beautiful,
Yeah.
the parks that are in Boston. So I hope that you like the pictures and the videos,
and we'll I'll even post the links to our parks that we stayed at, just in case you want to come here. They're very accommodating, so I'll post those. And with that, we'll let this video roll on, and we'll see you on the next stop. Hello.
From Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts.
We've been here all day. Started with trolley rides and train rides and Uber rides, but went over to the Constitution and saw that, and that was very interesting. And then we went out to lunch, and now we're getting ready to get back on the trolley and see some more parts of the city. I really like Boston. It's very clean and very well kept. Lots of gardens and nice areas.
Yeah, Boston's really nice. You know, as far as there are some historic buildings like the town hall, the church. I mean, they're really kind of inside the city. You can do a walking tour, which we're not much into the walking part, as you can probably tell. But we did enjoy a good brew at the Sam Adams Tap Room.
Look, here comes a duck boat.
And the duck boat's just fixing to pass by, which... There's the duck boat. Anyway, we're enjoying Boston. Boston's really a nice city, and I would definitely come back.
I would too. Very pretty and clean, and lots of gardening. Apparently, that was big on President Kennedy's mom's list.
Yeah.
This is her hometown, and she wanted to make sure there was lots of green spaces throughout the town. So that's the reason things are so lush in here.
But that's about it. We'll end it from here, and we'll see you on the next stop.
National Guard